Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to CricBuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Credit B presents CricBuzz Live. Credit B loans anytime, anywhere. It's that time when you must put on a coat of armor and be ready to accept the arrows and the cannons that come your way, because I'm performing the difficult exercise of picking the team of the IPL. I must warn you, though, that this is based on this year's performances, but also when an individual says, this is what I think is the team of the IPL, in a sense, that is an extension of the kind of cricket that person likes to see, wants to see, within the confines, of course, of a balanced side that can go out and take the field. So that is something to keep in mind. In all fairness, I have ended the numbers at the league phase so that it is fair to, as I said, to everybody. And I've made the assumption that the game is a sort of 180, 185, 190 kind of game played at the Brabant Stadium or the Wankhede Stadium, just to try and get an idea of how most of the matches at this year's IPL were played. Here we go with my two openers. And there were quite a few in contention for those, but I've gone with Jos Buttler and KL Rahul. Let me throw you the numbers first. Buttler, 629 runs at a strike rate of 147. I'm assuming that Buttler will go hard like he did in the first half, not in the second. That allows me to play KL Rahul as my second opener. He's given me a mountain of runs at a strike rate of 135, but believe me, Quinton de Kock with 500 plus runs, David Warner at 400 plus runs, both in the vicinity of 150 strike rate, would have been fantastic partners for Jos Buttler, but I can only have 4 overseas players. So I've gone in with KL Rahul, who's got a great average, and that overall strike rate of 135 at the top of the order isn't the worst. So I'm happy with my choice of Buttler and KL Rahul. Now we come down to number 3. And you'll realize there weren't a lot of choices. That is not the reason I have picked the person. The person I've picked at number 3 had an excellent tournament, and he played in a side where he needed to do different things, needed to get a little dash of enthusiasm early on. I love the way Rahul Tripathi played. So Rahul Tripathi is my number 3. 413 runs, average 37, but a strike rate of 158. And he complements those two openers very well. So I have Rahul Tripathi at number 3, then at number 4. I looked around. There is Liam Livingstone who can go in at number 4, maybe with a Hetmeyer kind of person at number 5. I thought in many ways in the period that he played, Surya Kumar Yadav was striking at 146 was excellent, but he only played 8 games. But I'm going with the biggest revelation of the tournament at number 4, and I'm going with Hardik Pandya. And this is interesting because as you come down to number 4, you want to start looking at strike rates as much as you look at averages. But I've always believed that in my team, there should be number 1 and number 4 who are very versatile, who can play 2 kinds of innings, and all the others around them strike at a very decent rate. And that's why I've got Hardik Pandya striking at 131, batting at number 4. I wouldn't have said that at the start of the tournament, but Hardik Pandya batting at number 4 because he showed us this year that he can play in 2 gears. We know the fast gear, we know the 190 strike rate player, but he was very, very impressive. So Hardik Pandya gets the nod at number 4. Liam Livingstone at 5. I mean, I don't even need to give you numbers for Liam Livingstone. He was the big breakout international player, genuinely world-class, brilliant in the field, 2 overs of leg break, 2 overs of off breaks, depending on what you want. Just a fantastic player to come in at number 5. He could even come in earlier, but at number 5, I think there's no discussion there. Strike rate of 182, and he made 437. He wasn't just a slogger. Andre Russell, you never pick a team without Andre Russell. And sometimes because of your expectation, he just flies under the radar a little bit. He picked up a lot of wickets, but he also scored 335 at a strike rate of 174. So now notice the importance of the strike rates as you come in. So number 5 is 182, number 6 is 174. And because I've got Pandya and Russell, I can actually have a specialist finisher who can go bang, bang. And that is Dinesh Karthik. So I've now got 3 keepers, pick anyone you want. But Dinesh Karthik was the wow finisher of this year's IPL. He was striking at 191. He made 287. You don't need your number 6, 7 to make more runs than that, provided he's giving you that strike rate. So there you are. I've got my top seven. I think they're striking very well. I think there's all kinds of batsmen, or different types of batsmen in that list, and I've got 6, 7, 8 overs in there already. That gives me the freedom to pick attacking bowlers, because you must have bold attacking bowlers bowling in the power play. And that's why I've gone with two. I've gone with Rabada and I've gone with Jasprit Bumrah, who, when he plays for the Mumbai Indians, has to be like that floating slip, a little bit of everything and nothing really. But because I've also got Harshal Patel in my side, who can bowl at the back end, then it gives you the freedom to have Bumrah go a little bit at the top. You've got the support of Russell at the back if required. Rabada comes and bowls one more over at the back. And I thought that towards the tail end of the tournament, when Bumrah really performed in the role of an aggressive fast bowler, he was probably the best fast bowler of the tournament in that phase only. So I've got Rabada, I've got Bumrah, and I've got Harshal Patel. Economy rates are pretty good, 8.46, 7.68. By the way, Bumrah in a season where some people thought he didn't do a lot, his economy rate was 7.2, bowling everywhere for the Mumbai Indians. And that leaves me with a spinner. Now, there were so many. I've already finished my quota of 4. I was very tempted to have either of Hasaranga or Rashid Khan. Rashid Khan's just a magician. He's a fantastic player. Doesn't pick up as many wickets because people see him off. Hasaranga produced so many wickets, but I'd finished my quota of overseas players. So I've gone with Chahal, who had a fantastic season, picking up 26 wickets at 7.68. You know, there's another player who just goes under the radar a little bit, and that is Sunil Narine, who went through the entire tournament at an economy rate of 5.57. But I also wanted wickets in my side, and I wanted attacking bowlers in my side. And so this is the team that I have. Among the Indian fast bowlers, very tempted to look at Mohsin Khan, a little hard on Arshdeep, but when you have Bumrah and Harshal, then that role becomes a little redundant. So there you are, ladies, gentlemen. That is my IPL team of the year, based entirely on performances of this year's IPL and playing the kind of T20 cricket I would like to see. Do you think I should retreat? Do you think I should start to duck? Tell me what you think.